Hi Cancer, I hope you guys are doing great today. Welcome to your reading for the middle of September. I'm saying like the 16th to the 22nd. I hope you guys are doing great. So I'm going to do a layered reading. We're going to start with a yes/no question with qualifiers. Sweep that. Then I'm going to do a layered Celtic cross spread. So one layer and then qualifiers on top. Sweep that, do a Lenormand spread, and then at the end I'm going to do the Love Only Oracle spread. So if one of you guys wants to timestamp it, you can. I'm sorry, I'm just not going to be timestamping this week because I have a really busy week. A lot of you guys know I am a professor. I'm back at school, full blown with the courses online. I miss my students, but yeah, that's what's going on right now. So as far as what's going on in the sky, there are two things I want to mention about this week. One is happening on the 17th, which is the new moon in Virgo. A lot of you guys are probably aware of that, right? And it's going to be trining Saturn. So I like these energies together because Virgo is super practical, right? I mean, they're the problem solvers of the zodiac. They're very pragmatic. They have the most critical perspective, not only of other people, but of themselves as well. So it's a really good energy. And when it's hanging out in there with Saturn, which is all about structure and work, right, and perspective, it's a good energy together. But there's going to be some tension there with the Mars retrograde energy. So I want to just talk about this for a second because I feel like everybody's very scared of the Mars retrograde energy because of all the tension, and Mars is the warrior planet and it rules like knives and surgery, so don't get surgery and it's like very almost scary. I just kind of want to everybody just take a deep breath. It's not so scary. What any retrograde really is, it's not them going backwards or stopping, it's slowing down so that we can go within. And we'll go, and Mars wants us to go within so that we can have a very strong perspective of where we're at in our life right now, as far as work, as far as relationships, connections, what we have in our life right now. Is it serving us? Is it where we're supposed to be? Because remember, Mars is the tower energy in tarot. And what is the tower? The tower is all about the lights coming on and something that we've been dealing with for a long time that's probably not that good for us falling apart, whether it's that relationship, that job, that belief system. So we're sort of kind of all in kind of like this I'm not going to say tower energy because that sounds like a negative connotation. It's really not that. It's us really looking within and saying, okay, because we're going to be feeling this. All the cards are out on the table. All the chess pieces are on the board. Everything is there. We have not been able to see with the clarity that we're going to be able to see this particular week in the middle of September. Great clarity. But with Mars retrograde is going to say, okay, yes, that relationship, that job, all of that, is it working for you? And is it meant for you? And sometimes we don't like what's on the other side of that question, right? Because it can mean ending things. It can mean needing to make adjustments. It can mean changing things, needing to transform something. And sometimes it's not so easy, right? So that's really what this Mars retrograde is going to be. So we're going to have this great amount of clarity, right? Because of the new moon in Virgo, trining Saturn. So we're going to be able to see everything. And we're going to need to ask these hard questions, but there's going to be so much clarity on the other side of it. Now, we also have optimistic Jupiter is going to be in harmony with Neptune, which is going to be making us all feel very idealistic and dreamy this week, which is good, except Jupiter is going to be in tension with Mercury, which is in Libra. So this is all about communication, about what's fair, what's not fair. So But it's about more than that, because I feel like we're all going to be dealing with this energy where we're going to be realizing we need to make adjustments in our life, right? It's going to be overtly clear. And we're even going to be allowing ourselves to dream and really figure out where we want to go. So all of that is good. All of that is good. But we're going to be feeling this challenge in figuring out, what do I need to learn? What do I need to understand? What has to be done in order to make this situation work, or in order to end the situation? And being able to really put our finger on what it is that we need to do to make the changes that we need to make. So I don't really, it's not really, it's less a confusion and more a frustration, because keeping it real, guys, we're going to know what the answers are. We're going to know what the answers are, but we're going to be feeling this tension with what the answers really are, and it doesn't have to be all bad at all. None of it has to be bad. It just could be that, where you see, you know what you need to do, but because of A, B, and C, you're not able to implement something, okay? So that's going to be going on. And then on the 22nd, we have the sun entering Libra, joining Mercury in there. So really great. I love that. Who doesn't love Libra energy? Libra energy is all about, the glyph is the scales, right? It's ruled by Venus. So it's about fairness in money, fairness in relationship, fairness in communication, very karmic energy, karmic retribution, all of that. So things that were mishandled in the past, people who have some good karma coming to them, this is going to be a nice season for you for sure. All right, so we're going to get going with the single question spread. So you want to ask yourself a question, one question, but you want to ask it the same way 3 times in a full sentence format for those of you who are new to my channel. So it's one question that would require a yes or no answer or a neutral answer, but you want to ask it the same way 3 times, okay? Same way 3 times. And then I'm going to pull 3 cards to come up with one answer. So focus on the cards, ask the question. Same way 3 times. Okay. Card number 1, Knight of Wands. Okay. So Knight of Wands is a yes energy. Card number 2, 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands is a no. 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is a yes energy. So we have 2 yeses and a no, which means most likely, but it's going to require some work. So let's pull some qualifiers and see what we have. Okay, this one to come out. 6 of Cups. Okay. 6 of Cups qualifying the Knight of Wands. 6 of Cups in the upright. Let's pull everything. 3 of Wands, nice. Okay, 5 of Wands. Let's pull 2 qualifiers. One, we have the Queen of Wands. Second, we have the 8 of Swords. Okay, qualifying the fabulous 8 of Wands energy. Ace of Cups, beautiful, new beginning. I like these 2 together. And then we have the 6 of Wands, very nice. We have success, good. I like this. So there's just going to need to be a little bit of work going on here. So let's talk about the Knight of Wands, because the Knight of Wands is, it's a great energy in that it's, you're here with a relationship on your heart. This is either you are dealing with somebody who's very free-spirited. You're very attracted to them. They're very attracted to you. There's kind of like this lusty vibe here. This also indicates a lot of creativity for those of you here having to do with business or career. You're really going to be tapping into your creative spirit, feeling very passionate about something, moving forward in something. But a very like assertive kind of energy, right? Having to do with creativity, making something happen for yourself, really feeling very more focused on making, this could be about making money or moving forward in any area of your life, feeling really, really kind of connected to it. But what's motivating this moving forward is this 6 of Cups energy, I feel like, because the 6 of Cups energy is very much about nostalgia, it's gifts, it's innocence, it's, for some of you, it's a reunion, right? It's a reunion, going back to, this could be a reconciliation within a relationship if you so choose, right? It's needing to make the decision if you would like to do that. This could be returning to your childhood home, reconnecting with old friends, so it could be that kind of reunion as well. But there's this revisiting. But it's through the revisiting that this new, so something about your past, Cancer, is going to be playing into this that's going to incite this forward movement, because then we have the fabulous 3 of Wands. And this is about teamwork, expansion. This has to do with commerce, by the way. For those of you here with career or money on your heart, this indicates a new way. You're entering a new path to make money. So this could simply be like a different strategy within your given career right now. This could be For some of you, if you're in college, this could be shifting focus as far as maybe you're changing majors, but it ends up being a really good thing, something that you wanted to do once upon a time. You might be returning to that. For some of you, this could be returning to, maybe you're returning to an old project that you started once upon a time in the Six of Cups energy, but it's bringing you into this, into this new space. So, but I like the idea of there being like teamwork here, having to do with this, and expansion. For a lot of you, this can indicate travel as well. But travel could mean, maybe you're moving, you need to move for work, okay? Needing to move for the commerce aspect. Maybe some of you are moving back home as a way of moving your life forward, believe it or not. Like, some of you may be in a space where you have to move back in with your parents or with a family member, but it's a way to save money so that you can open that business, so that you're going back to school. You're doing something that's going to ultimately end up advancing you forward. Then we have the Five of Wands energy. So the Five of Wands energy is about rivalry, right? And challenges and obstacles. So it's a battle of the wills. It's just a battle of the wills here. It's Saturn and Leo. And whenever Saturn's there is restriction. And whenever Saturn's hanging with Leo, it's about egotism. So it's about literally a battle of the wills. So it does seem like whatever your question is, it's good, but you're needing to deal with somebody's ego, either yours, theirs, or a little bit of both, where you might be seeing things from a different perspective. So we have the Queen of Wands energy. So the Queen of Wands is about feeling very confident, first of all, very self-assured. You're feeling very passionate, very feisty about moving forward with a person or a situation. So that's the general energy. For some of you, this could be you dealing with somebody who you might be understanding them as being very egocentric, where in fact they're just very self-assured, or somebody could be misunderstanding you to be like that. But there's this kind of energy where there's this feisty individual that's involved here. Now we have the Eight of Swords energy, and then we'll bring these back together. The Eight of Swords is feeling like you're dealing with some sort of situation, some sort of challenge, discord. You don't feel like you belong there. You don't feel like you belong in this situation. But this is all very self-imposed. There's some sort of restriction that you're feeling, some sort of isolation, some sort of self-imprisonment, but it's because you feel like something is left of center. You don't feel like something is right having to do with a particular person. So, you could be dealing with somebody who's like just a little too self-assured, a little too unwilling to compromise having to do with the situation. Or you may be that as well, where your heels are dug in very deeply as far as how you think that relationship should go, how you think that something within the job, your career, something to do with your money, that family connection, whatever it is, feeling very dug into a perspective. But you're in this space where it's like, you don't feel like you fit in. You feel like you're dealing with a person or a group of people or a situation where you're walking around going, oh my God, is it me? Like, something is not right here. Something is just off. And that feeling of feeling off is making you feel like almost like a little bit of an outsider in your own life. So I feel like that is what's going on here that needs addressing. But when we have the Eight of Wands, which is fabulous, because the Eight of Wands is just about speed, action, quick changes, right? News coming in fast. Snail mail, email, text message, phone call, positive news that's going to incite change in the pragmatic everyday, that's bringing you a new start. Ace of Cups. New relationship, proposal, marriage, new job. Some of you are going to be finding out that you're pregnant. New baby arriving. Maybe you're already pregnant. Some of you may be giving birth. And that'll be a quick change for you, right? Be careful if you don't want that, right? Because the Eight of Wands could be getting that news in there. It's like, guess what? But Six of Wands is all about success. So I like this. This is victory, right? This is recognition. This is good news. This is success coming in. So good news having to do with the job. Good news as far as, and I'm not even going to say like brand new relationship, because the Eight of Wands is like, the Eight of Wands is a proposal of something that's going to incite quick change. This wouldn't be like a brand new energy, but it's going to incite a new beginning for you. So it could obviously, going back to the Six of Cups, this could be somebody calling you and you guys working things out and like quickly trying to mend that relationship back, getting some information about a past job, money opportunity, and it moving really quickly forward. So there being this quick movement forward, but you needing to address this conflict, needing to address this within the situation. So maybe this was a thing back then, which is why it's in your past, but maybe this could be addressed in a healthier way, where maybe it was a matter of perception with the Eight of Swords energy, where you thought something was going on that wasn't, or they thought something was going on that wasn't, and then you guys sit down and have this air clearing ceremony and it ending up going really, really well. So looks like that's going to need to be addressed before something could come to could surface. So even again with the money opportunity, with career, there was maybe something that there was a reason why maybe you didn't follow through with something, a project, a job, whatever it was, but I see you addressing that in order to move forward in a really good way. So now let's get to the Celtic cross spread. So the first layer of the Celtic cross spread, I'm going to be using the Crystal Visions Tarot. And as I often say, guys, don't be scared of the reversals. Don't turn off. A lot of times you're going to find that the reversals are way more positive than the upright. It's the energies come out how they want to come out. Those of you who are readers understand. The only time your deck is ever 100% in the upright is when you first take it out of the box. It's amazing how it happens. So, all right, let's get right into this. Okay, Hierophant reverse, the Emperor. Okay, Page of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Fortune, Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. Okay, you're dealing with an emotionally manipulative energy right now is what I see with that Knight of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. So we have the Hierophant reverse and the Emperor reverse in a situation right now. Five of Pentacles is the best to be achieved, but let's see what ends up clarifying. So I don't want to do them without the clarifiers. Okay. Okay, we have the Emperor reverse from another deck. We have two. Okay, that's like, all right. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Sun. See, that's why I didn't want to go right into the Five of Pentacles, because we have the Sun clarifying it. So let's see, because that's way positive. Okay, Nine of Cups in the reverse. Let's see. The Devil energy and your hope and fear. All right, so let's get right into these. So as far as the situation right now, we have the Emperor reverse and we have the Hierophant reverse. So straight out of the gate, this is somebody who, the Emperor reverse is kind of like the narcissist card. And I don't want to say narcissistic personality disorder, because guys, that really is, like, according to the DSM, a diagnosis for a lot of people. And I think it's thrown around a lot. People can be very selfish and very focused on their own stuff and really mean and not have narcissistic personality disorder. So let's just say those tendencies, right? Let's just say those tendencies. But for sure, I mean, when we're dealing with the Emperor energy in the reverse, this is about somebody who's really immature, first of all. So emotionally immature, just immature in general. Somebody who has problems with power. They have very poor planning capabilities, and just a big, nasty ego. It's the big, nasty ego. You dealing with that. Now, the Hierophant energy, the Hierophant can represent marriage, right? So it can represent, you know, for those of you here with relationship on your heart, okay, it can indicate that. But in the reverse, the Hierophant indicates originality, creativity, maybe having a problem with authority. Okay, so the situation right now is, you know, somebody having a real problem with authority, some sort of immature energy. So you might be dealing with this with one of your children, with your partner, with somebody at work. you might be in this space, general messages. So, I have to take them as they come, but it's very much that kind of energy. Now, the Hierophant reverse, I'm not mad at it, only because it is about being original and creative and challenging authorities, challenging the way something should be, challenging the way your marriage has been, challenging the Emperor reverse, saying, you know what you do is not okay with me. This is not okay how you treat me in this relationship. This is not okay how you treat me within this job, what I'm needing to deal with. This is not okay, right? So this can be taking a different perspective. So I'm going to give you, both interpretations of it, and you're going to see how it most resonates with you. But now, crossing this, we have the Nine of Swords, and we have the Emperor. Now these were reversed, so we have to understand these as reversals. So again, just dealing with the Emperor energy is dealing with somebody who, again, nasty ego, somebody who can be rather manipulative. And we have the Nine of Swords, way more positive in the reverse here, absolutely. This is the other side of anxiety, of depression. Not that you're not still struggling with these things, if you are, but you're on the other side of it, where it's going to be getting better, okay? Now, this could indicate, like, maybe you were having a lot of nightmares, or maybe you were having, very intrusive thoughts, right? But here we have some sort of rest, recovery, healing, relief, right? You having been in some sort of, like, sounds very dramatic, but some sort of situation that was causing you extreme torment, like, as far as, like, emotionally, but you being on the other side of it. Definitely dealing with a very manipulative energy, though, there's no question about it. Now, the best to be achieved here is we have the Five of Pentacles, but we do have the Sun. So the Five of Pentacles is feeling, first of all, it does indicate poverty. Okay, so you could be in this space of lack or poverty mentality, that lack mentality. It could indicate ill health, worry, isolation, feeling like there's some sort of financial loss. I also always associate this with, like, a psychological death, emotional death, where if your relationship is over. Five of Pentacles is really, though, more of a mental energy, right? So it's like if your relationship is over, you're in this space of deep isolation, where even if people want to be supportive of you, you don't even recognize the true support, because you're very focused on, not having what it is that you really wanted. But then we have the Sun. So the Sun is completely positive, and this is just about having what you need: material happiness, joyous outcome, success. It's having all the tools in your toolbox to get past something. So if you're dealing with this kind of energy, that's a really good thing to have. If you were dealing with this kind of situation in work or within your family, it's a really good energy to have. The foundation, we have the Seven of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Wow. The Seven of Swords, listen, this is, can quite literally be theft, right? Somebody stealing something from you, or whether it's literally or metaphorically, I always say. But there's this idea of betrayal and dishonesty and running away. Somebody running away, not showing up, not doing the right thing. But I also always consider this a bit of a mask energy, because it's a moon in Aquarius. A moon, as I feel in Aquarius, is different than what I'm showing you. So this could be some of you needing to play someone at their own game for a minute in order to resolve something having to do with that relationship, that work situation, that divorce situation having to do with children. Needing to play somebody at their own game can be indicated here. But dealing with somebody like who's wearing a mask. We have the Five of Pentacles here again. So we have, the Page of Pentacles. We have the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles here is telling me that there's some sort of new job available to you, or new way of making money, some sort of news coming in that can incite financial increase, because it's a pentacle energy. But Pentacles is also mental, physical, and emotional connection. So this could also indicate news about somebody new that's interested in you. This also indicates somebody who's very patient and very patient. This is a patient energy, the Page of Pentacles. For a page, even though pages are young, there's this patience about it. So a really nice energy as far as like a new job, a new connection, where you're going to have what you need to kind of like learn the ropes. There's going to be like a supportive environment there to learn the ropes, which is really good. If you're resonating with this as a new person that you're meeting, so you'd be meeting somebody who's very patient with you, who's very patient. But I see the page with this 7 of Swords. Now, you want to make sure, because this is a foundation energy. Okay, let me say this a couple of different ways. I'm not even going to bother censoring myself here. For some of you dealing with the new energy, the Page of Pentacles may come off as being very patient and kind and understanding, but they may not actually be that in reality with the 7 of Swords. Others of you where it's like something may seem really ideal as far as a work situation goes, but maybe, just maybe, like the money's not exactly what they promised you, or you're going to be working a lot more hours than they're indicating. So it's this need to match up words to actions kind of thing. Just make sure you're matching up words to action. That's definitely what is indicated here. And be careful of somebody wanting to come in and have a new cycle with you and say, I promise things will be different next time. I promise, I swear. I promise, I swear. Because it doesn't seem like that's really like they're capable of doing that. That's another interpretation I'm getting. Recent past, we have the 4 of Pentacles, being very self-protective. Okay, really holding on to your money for some of you. There's nothing wrong with that, right? 4 of Pentacle energy. It's for some of you, it could come off as greed or a desire for long-term security. For you or for somebody that you're dealing with. For others of you, it has nothing to do with the money. This is mental, physical, and emotional connection. So feeling very protective of self. And then we have the Page of Swords energy. So we have this. It's all about like some sort of bad news coming in, like legal or tax issues. This could also, because it's a page, this could be somebody young who is really kind of like weak-minded. Because swords are thought and mind and mental faculty. And when we have a Page of Swords reverse, it's a weakness of mind. So you could be dealing with somebody who's just very, very weak-minded. You might have been in a space coming into this energy where no matter how hard you thought about something, you couldn't figure out a way out of something. Because in the upright, it's about, you see the light bulbs, it's about ideas popping, and you couldn't see a way around that financial situation. You couldn't see a way around, getting a new job, dealing with the relationship, dealing with this individual who's got this Emperor reverse energy. Now, right now, we have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse and the 7 of Pentacles in the upright. So this is you right now. So dealing with talking about the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse right now. So the 9 of Pentacles in reverse is a Venus and Virgo energy, right? So we're going to talk about the money element for a minute, because this does indicate to me like somebody being like jealous, or there being some sort of financial setback, but I feel like there's jealousy involved here, some sort of envy regarding something to do with finances. Some of you may be in a space of being an absolute workaholic right now, just really focused on that, and trying to figure things out as far as, but I feel like there's tension around having to do with finances, for sure. Now, this could also be, if it has to do with relationship, it could be there being some jealousy or envy within the relationship and some sort of setback as far as like connection that you're having with this person. And then we have the 7 of Pentacles energy, which is about patience and working really hard. This does indicate delayed success though, and waiting. So some of you may be very focused on working your butts off, but not feeling like you're arriving yet. And this is just an energy where it says hang in there, right? Just keep doing it, because 7 of Pentacles is really actually a positive energy. It's Saturn and Taurus. It's putting in that hard work with the structure and restriction. Not easy when we're in it, but there's beautiful blessings on the other side. But the energy that's surrounding you, we have the 7 of Pentacles here. Okay, we have the 7 of Pentacles again in a different deck. And we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So let's talk about the Knight of Cups in reverse first. This is like somebody who dealing with it, right? This is your environment, okay? So you're dealing with somebody who is like very moody, somebody who has very, very unrealistic expectations of you, of what you're capable of the relationship, of your ability to perform a certain job, of dealing with that certain family situation. They have very unrealistic sort of, and again, just sort of, not the best energy. Could be a little jerky, kind of, hate to say that, but that's the energy that I'm getting here. And then again, though, we have the Seven of Pentacles energy, which is about hard work, delay, success. So this is your environment. Your environment is you really working very hard at something. Like success is like right there, but it's delayed right now. But you're dealing with somebody who is very moody. And this person can be getting in the way of you being able to advance your life in the way that you want. So you might be dealing with somebody who's like super immature and they're energetically holding you back. This could be you dealing with this energy in work, dealing with this energy in your family, right? Somebody with very high unrealistic expectations. And here you are working your bottom off on that relationship, in that job, within that family connection, and it's like not enough for somebody, which can be definitely a frustrating energy. Now, your hope and fear, we have the Devil and we have the Ten of Pentacles. So yeah, Ten of Pentacles is a really positive energy, do have to say. It really is, because this is about leaving a legacy, retirement, inheritance. This could have to do with a marriage proposal, wanting to purchase a home, getting help from family, but feeling afraid that your family's not going to help you out, feeling afraid that you're not going to get the help that you need, feeling afraid that that person's not going to ask you to marry you or level the relationship up. A lot of you worrying about something having to do with an inheritance or being able to leave a solid legacy in this world right now. So some of you are hoping to do those things, but it's like you're fearing them not happening at the same time. And we have this Devil energy, and it could be because you're dealing with the Devil energy, which is all about imbalance. So this could have to do with, yes, it can have to do with addictions, right? And what is an addiction? It's an imbalance. So somebody who drinks too much, parties too much, addicted to sex, food, gambling, some sort of financial situation going on, egotism, lust, greed, anxiety, depression, unchecked and untreated, where, again, I would say with the Devil energy, whatever the imbalance is, it's big enough where it's a problem in the relationship, in the connection, in the job, whatever it is. It's creating an issue. So that could sort of be applied the same across the board, but it's like the Devil energy is informing this Ten of Pentacles energy. So we have to understand that connection, that this imbalance, if it's not addressed, it's like the hope here is that the imbalance gets addressed, but the fear is that it's not going to, and something that you need to deal with. So the outcome, we have the Chariot reverse and the Three of Pentacles reverse. Three of Pentacles is a Mars and Capricorn energy, right? It's very much about building. It's about but in the reverse here, it's like there's no build, there's no teamwork. So this could have to do, if this has to do with the workplace, this has to do with like office politics. People talking nonsense at work about you, or just nonsense going on at work, sloppy work. No teamwork, no support, feeling very unsupported at work, whatever it is. If you're dealing with this negative energy, for sure, this is like, all right, you're not feeling supported. This could also be, as far as relationship goes, it's just feeling like somebody is just not in it with you in the same way, where they're not really focusing on your future. They're not really in that space with you. And the Chariot reverse literally is about being on the wrong path, Cancer. It really is. It's about being on the wrong path with the wrong person. It's giving up and losing direction, right? For some of you, I do want to say this could indicate like issues if you're traveling, issues with your car. So just be a little careful with that going on. But the Chariot quite literally is being on the wrong path right now. And remember, the Chariot is connected to Cancer, and Cancer is that fourth house of home and security and feeling rooted and grounded. So it's like whatever your relationship might be great. This might be job and relationship might be great. This could be a family situation, a friend situation, but there is an element within your life where you're just not on the right path. Now we have the near future, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. Now understand, the Wheel of Fortune, this is a Jupiter card, but it's destiny driven. So it's not like absolute. You understand? It's not absolute. I mean, it is a good fortune. It's a turning point here. What's the most important takeaway here is you're at a turning point. in that relationship, in that job, whatever it is. Now, if this has to do with a relationship and you guys have not been together, this could indicate reconciliation and it could go really well. But if the bones of the relationship were not good last time, it's not going to go well. It's not. This could have to do with getting a new job, something happening where there's like this newness. It's very destiny driven, but we have it being clarified by the Nine of Cups in reverse. So the Nine of Cups in reverse is about greed, and it's about you're looking for quick results. Could also indicate laziness, by the way. This can indicate a lot of things. It can indicate weight gain as well. But as far as like Nine of Cups is about wish fulfillment, you know. It's a Jupiter and Pisces energy. Jupiter expands whatever it's in. And in the reverse, it's like that Chariot reverse, whatever you're doing, it's not going to bring you to your wish fulfillment. And it could be because you're dealing with somebody who's just not in it to the extent that you are. Like there's this level of sort of like laziness. Somebody just looking for quick results, not wanting to do the really hard work in a relationship, wanting to just say that everything's going to be okay, say that things are going to be different, but not actually inciting the real change that's necessary here. So that's what I see for that. Okay, heavy messages, but I mean, they, you know, seem kind of important for those of you that would be resonating. Let's see what the Lenormands say, okay? Lenormand messages. Gilded Revelry Lenormand is what I'm using for this spread. Tower. Tower's very positive in Lenormand. It's not like in the this means support. You're going to be getting support that you need. Oh, lots of luck. Good. Good. So some sort of support, luck. Okay, we have the woman looking at that. So that could be you if you're a female Cancer. If you're a male Cancer, this could be a significant other, or this could just be any female in your life, either you or a female that you're dealing with. Then we have the Coffin. Cage. Okay, Cage with the K. So there's some sort of information. It's definitely an ending here, though. Okay, child. Children. Moving on. Okay, could be moving on for business, right? The ship usually means like changing jobs, moving on for business. But so we have this corporation, we have the Clover, we have the woman looking at these things. So this could be some good news coming in from some sort of organization having to do. Now going back to the Devil energy, the Tower could be this could be any kind of institution that might be helping with any kind of imbalance. So any sort of like hospital, institution, maybe a rehab. Some of you are going to resonate with it like that. Others of you, this could be having to do with a university. This could also just simply be having the support that you need, some sort of information coming in, and you being very patient about it, right? Because this is a very patient energy. You know, the Lenormand has two versions of the woman, and we always have to look at the directions, right? What's going on in the directions here. So, you know, looking at some sort of information, some sort of news that's coming in, but some sort of news that's coming in is going to be very supportive and actually ultimately a blessing. But things as you've known it are going to be ending. This is definitely an ending to something, okay? There's an ending here, but there's some sort of information that you have to look at more closely because when we have the Cage with the key and the rose represents something that you need to understand. It's like a mystery, and I know that sounds very like sort of airy-fairy, but this could be somebody who loves you that you're not really realizing. This could be an opportunity. This could be just information that you need to know. Now, are you going to allow the rose to come out, or are you going to keep it trapped in that gilded cage, therefore actually entrapping yourself and not allowing yourself to grow? So this is really needing to allow something to be over. Now, for some of you, allowing something to be over for the sake of your children, allowing something to be over for the sake of the success of your business, allowing something to be over. The children can mean literal children, but it can also be your creativity. It could be, because children are fifth house energy, which is ruled by Leo, and that's all about entrepreneurial efforts. Our children, also like love affairs, connection with our partner on a Monday through Sunday kind of thing. So it's realizing that something needs to end so that you can move on, because there's a really good opportunity coming in here that's going to end up being very supportive for you. And I don't feel like it's a person per se. I feel like there's something that's going to be coming in. So this could have to do with, again, a job, some sort of support coming in that is going to really help you transition into this next phase. So whether it's a job offer or somebody just calling you up and saying, look, why don't you come and move in with me for a little bit and just, take care of what you need to take care of. Anything positive in that way. So it could literally have to do with your children. It could be about being pregnant, something literally having to do with your kids, but it doesn't have to. It could also be those other things that I indicated. All right, so let's get into the love portion. So we're going to first pull my homemade oracle and a bunch of other oracles, and we'll see about pulling some tarot if we need to. Okay, this guy wanted to come out. I want us to communicate better, but I don't know how to make this happen. Okay. Our connection still affects me. I still feel you on my soul. Okay, so those two cards, it would seem like if you're resonating with this, you guys are maybe not in communication right now, Cancer. I need more time to figure things out, but I don't want to lose you. Okay. Let's get some Island Time Wellness. Clock. Need time, take time, time in cycles, time to heal, progress. Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming, surprise, invitation, or meeting, hesitation. Hesitation. Stabbed in the back, heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. Feel stabbed in the back. Okay. Stabbed in the back and you need time. Somebody wants to communicate better, but they don't know how to do that. They're still being impacted by your connection. So they don't want to lose you, but they need more time to figure something out. What does that even mean? Playfulness. Laughter is at the heart, is the best therapy. Have some fun together. Remember, love is the greatest healer. I feel like there's somebody new coming in for you, though. Because it's like you're taking time. You feel stabbed in the back. Transformation just came out. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. So there's a transformation here. But I feel like for now, I don't know. I definitely feel like there's something else at play here. Have faith, love is coming. Love is coming. Surprise invitation or meeting. But feeling hesitant to follow through with it. It could be because you still have feelings for this person here. You're trying to, laugh and have a good time. You're trying to heal yourself. But at the same time, this energy wants a transformation with you. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Yeah, so you might be in this space just energetically where just knowing, what works for you, what doesn't work for you anymore. Not wanting any sort of unhealthy energy. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Okay. All right, let's pull some whispers of love and see what comes up here. Love yourself first. Working on yourself. Yeah, I feel like there's definitely some time away from a situation because somebody has been stabbed in the back. Simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. Yeah, I feel like just opening yourself up to a new energy is going to be very helpful right now. You're going to have a little challenge in doing that, though, because part of you still you're going to feel hesitant about it. That's what I feel like here. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. Some of you may be in a space where you're just like, why even bother with this nonsense anymore? Why? Why even bother? Shift your focus back to love. That happens a lot. Like if you are really with a narcissist, that could definitely happen where you're just like, you know what, this is the energy I seem to attract to myself right now in my life. I don't want to deal with that. It's always ends up being not a good thing, you know. Okay, so we have 12th house, which is goals and wishes. Sagittarius, which is about really getting in touch with your belief system, right? What it is that you want, need, and desire. Focusing, well, you know what? Meeting people from other cultures too. So you might be doing some mingling with people, you know, foreign, you know, people in a foreign land, having to do with, you know, maybe the internet, but meeting people from other cultures, which is, I think, really good. And then we have Saturn, and we have the 12th house energy. So I like this because it's really getting very focused, putting in the hard work spiritually on yourself right now. Putting in the hard work spiritually and really focusing on your belief system and what it is that you really want for yourself. Really kind of getting to the bottom of it all, which is really nice. I think that's such a nice energy. Okay, we have Leo the lover. Oh, I love this for you. Leo is the landlord of the 5th house. 5th house of fun, of you know, things that you feel passionate about, hobbies, love affairs, romance, not marriage. This is like love affairs, romance, just meeting people, having a good time. The act of sex, be responsible, you know, but it is the act of sex. It's not like that soul connection kind of thing. This also has to do with children, by the way, right? Leo does rule the children. 5th house is children. Investments as far as like, you know, something that you want to build, right? So it's, this 5th house energy has to do with building. So you're very focused on that. Be very expressive, loving, playful, warm, self-confident, flirtatious, extroverted. It says juicy and proud. Okay, we'll take that. That sounds like fun. Juicy and proud. Okay. All right, and then one more. Let's just pull from the Black Moon Astrology Tarot deck. Let's just see what other energies you need to be tapping into inside yourself. Capricorn, yeah. Capricorn's ruled by Saturn, putting in the hard work. I use Capricorn. I like it. Landlord of the 10th house, putting in the work. I feel like, Cancer, you are so going to be putting in the work in your life right now. You're going to be focusing on your work, and you're going to be focused on working on yourself in that 12th house energy, on your spirituality, what it is that you want ultimately for yourself. Remember, the 12th house is right in front of that 1st house itself. So we like to formulate these things for ourselves in the 12th house energy. Whenever we have anything that has us hanging out in there, let's take opportunity with it and really put in that hard work. But I do see you kind of focusing on that right now, opening yourself up to a new love. I kind of feel like you're in this weird, like a hallway, right? Here's your past, here's your future, and you're sort of stuck in the hallway between your past and what it is that you're moving into. Because I feel like there are going to be new energies available to you, but you're still going to feel very trepidatious about getting involved with anybody because you know that you still have this other person still on your soul. Like you're not totally healed. But you want to be careful to not close yourself off because of poor, bad past experiences, and just stick with reality, right? I mean, if this person can change, if you really think they can transform, so it does seem like they want that, ultimately, are your ideas on transformation the same as theirs? That's always the big question, right? Are they going to be willing to look at their stuff, you look at your stuff and all of that, you guys work together, or is it just going to be one-sided? And only you're going to know the answer to that. So that is what I have for you, my friends. I hope this was helpful in some way. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.